What's up, everyone? This is Micah Gillette with LPT Realty. I've had a few conversations within the last 2 days of people looking to buy rental properties, and they're asking me, should I get long-term or short-term rentals? So I real quickly wanted to cover some of the pros and cons of those two, and hopefully you can help make that decision for yourself based off this information. So some of the pros for a long-term rental is you have consistency. You know you're going to get that paycheck every month. You can establish a relationship with your tenant. You understand who they are, what they're doing. As long as you don't have a tenant who is a disaster and destroying your property, there's also ideally going to be less maintenance costs. And you're not going to feel such pressure to fix things when they do break in such a timely manner because they are there for a little bit longer. That does roll nicely into some of the cons of long-term rentals. If you have someone in your house who's a complete disaster, it's hard to get them out, it's hard to get them evicted, so you have limited flexibility. And if they are doing damage, that can be a year of problems. So just something you need to be concerned about. All right, let's talk about short-term rentals on the other side. So you have a short-term rental, you have a lot more flexibility with the property. If you have it in a desirable area and you want to come visit and vacation or let family or friends stay in it, you have that available to you. So the flexibility of personal use. The potential for income is also a little bit higher depending on your market with those short-term rentals because you can get a little bit more and ideally a little bit less wear and tear on the house because you may only have it occupied, say, 50% of the time. If you are trying to get your property rented and it's currently vacant, short-term rentals allow for a lot more visibility. You have all kinds of websites from Vacasa to Booking.com, Airbnb, VRBO, the list goes on and on of where you can post that rental. That vacancy, however, is one of the cons of a short-term rental. If you're in a market that's seasonal like we have down here in Destin, the winters are just slow. You're probably not going to have someone in it if you don't get a long-term booking during the winter all that often. So those seasonal changes can be a problem. Management can also be a lot more intensive if you're not hiring it out. I recommend hiring it out, but if you're not, you're going to be kind of by your phone 24/7 in case something goes wrong. Those repairs also need to be done a lot sooner if you want that 5-star rating, because if someone has a busted toilet, they're not going to be happy waiting more than a day or two. Probably the last con of short-term rentals is regulatory changes. As new governments or cities or rules get passed wherever you're at, they may change the rules and requirements. So you might have an awesome short-term rental that all of a sudden you can't use anymore, or you might have to pay more taxes on. So hope this helps. Reach out if you got any questions. See ya.